Let's kick it off. So welcome everyone to the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists 25th Annual Conference, Raising Consciousness Together. So we're extremely excited that you're here, trying something new with us in our 25th year. We are going to have a great day. Lots of wonderful presenters here with us today, and we're extremely thankful that they're willing to try this out with us and bring forward their gifts within our hypnotherapy work to the masses of our attendees today. We're very excited that you're here with us. My role really is just to do a welcome, and I should introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alicia Clifford. I am the clinical advisor, so I partner with Linda and the board to ensure that anyone on that's a part of NATH has the ability to get any sort of clinical consultation associated with mental health or substance use concerns that might interfere with or be contraindicated for hypnotherapy. And then just to give some guidance related to how hypnotherapy might be negatively impacted or actually really positively impactful for some of the mental health and substance use concerns that exist out there. So I am excited to be here and to be able to provide that support for the NATH community. Today, my role is to give a few front-loading tips, and then I'm going to pass it on for some further introductions here. So you've all made it to this Zoom call. That's amazing. So just remember to continue to consult your PDF sent by Stephanie related to the different presentations throughout the day. You will move back and forth into two different Zoom rooms. If you do have any technical difficulties, you can feel free to utilize an email address that was set up specifically for today called conference@nath.world. So again, conference@nath.world. You're going to want to include your name, phone number, and what the concern is, the presentation you're trying to access, if you're having any sort of technical difficulties, and behind the scenes, someone will reach out to you to support you with any sort of concerns that you might be having. If you find yourself in the wrong presentation because you accidentally clicked the wrong one, no big deal. Just quietly leave the meeting, and you can go in and click into the next, the proper presentation. You can go back to your PDF. Like I said before, if you could just ensure that you're utilizing the mute button. It's at the bottom left hand of your screen. You want to be muting yourself so that there's no background noises impacting the presentations today. And then there will be a time at the end of each presentation to allow for some Q&A. So you do have the ability to unmute yourself. There will be a room monitor in each presentation space so that they're going to be able to support with any needs the presenter has or the participants have. As I just mentioned, at the end of each session, there will be a 15-minute Q&A period. You can take advantage of that and speak with the presenter, but that's also a good time where you can feel comfortable to actually leave the presentation and use that time to take care of any needs that you might have in between sessions. It is a long day, and we want you to know that that's something that the presenters are aware of, and you can head out after the Q&A begins unless you want to take advantage of that additional time with them. You're going to want to also remember, if you paid for all of the presentations, you're not going to get access to those today, but you'll notice that in the upper left, we're recording those, and then they're going to be edited in a way that make them very easy for you to access and just show the content that you'll be looking for. And you'll receive instructions by Saturday, November 21st via email about how to access those presentations and the different recordings. So some of you only paid for the live presentations and you're like, shoot, I really want to watch these afterwards, or I want to watch the other four. No problem. There will be a jot form that will get sent out just like you registered for the conference that will allow you to pay the additional fee just to get all 8 recordings, so you can rewatch ones that you did attend and watch the other 4 that you weren't able to attend. And it's a really great deal, $50 extra, and you'd be able to watch them all. And so basically today is something that is unique to us. We're doing the best that we can to bring you great content, and we're looking forward to being back in action next year, live and in person, depending on the state of our universe at this time. So today we're hoping that through our raising of the consciousness, we are going to be able to help propel our world and our universe to a more healthy, higher vibration place. And with that said, I am going to introduce our Vice President of NATH, Randy Tate, who is going to kick us off to the next part of our day. Randy.
Thanks, Alicia. Hey, everybody, I'm Randy Tate. Alicia said I'm your newly selected Vice President of the organization, and I'm coming to you from Moyock, North Carolina. But before we really get started, I got a little treat for you. We took some videos here earlier of our advisory board, and what we want to do is take a moment to let you know what the advisory board thinks about raising consciousness.
Raising consciousness to me means becoming more aware of who we truly are and helping others to become aware of that truth.
And being able to be really tuned into the energy that is around me, within me, influencing me.
This awareness comes from perception, which includes all the senses, and it is heavily influenced by one's placement in time and space.
Personally, I think we should all exert ourselves a little more to understand the significance of this gift that we've been given, our lives here on earth that we share together.
Raising consciousness is a powerful byproduct of raising our own individual vibrational energy.
If my consciousness, my frequency, my vibration is higher, then that goes out to the world. That goes out to anyone I'm near, as well as everyone around me.
We were surrounded with all this negativity, acute chronic stress. And our tool of choice is transpersonal hypnotherapy. We can use these tools that we've been taught to raise the consciousness of our clients, those around us, even ourselves.
We have the ability to help the clients that we work with through hypnosis to move to that deeper place within their mind, within their soul.
It's a vital part of helping the clients to also raise consciousness as a result.
And as Dr. Alan Chip said, we have the perfect tools. This transpersonal hypnotherapy works with the thought that hypnosis is the bridge between the crossing of the body, mind, and spirit.
We need to remember that your mind is your most powerful asset. We need to stay strong, be flexible, and embrace change.
It's imperative that we share our skills, our tools, our knowledge, and support one another so we can help the many who are struggling in this critical period in history.
It begins with us, like Mahatma Gandhi said, you be the change you want to see in the world.
And we as a whole can actually affect a worldwide group of people. We can really share that. If we think that we're too small, we're not. Each of us is part of a bigger puzzle, and each of us is important in raising that consciousness.
That was just a few comments from our board. And I just want to echo a couple of the statements. It starts with each one of us, and we can start today by helping raise our consciousness. But now, it's my great honor, I want to introduce a friend of mine. She is also the owner and the president of the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapy, Linda Thunberg. Linda is an award-winning master transpersonal hypnotherapist with a dedication to her clients. In the field, she is a certified addictions hypnotist, pain management hypnotist, life coach, a regressionist, life between lives hypnotist, and quantum healing hypnotist. She is also a board member representing NATH of the Council Professional Hypnosis Organization, or commonly called COFO. She's a member of the ARE in Virginia Beach, a certified medium, a natural intuit, an ordained minister, and prayer team practitioner of a spiritual center. She is truly a spiritual being in the physical. As the owner of Transpersonal Power, My Hypno Health, and president and CEO of the National Association of Transpersonal Hypnotherapists with practices in Wilmington, Charlotte, and worldwide, Linda also speaks at conferences, expos, and events. She also, as you know, certifies students to be transpersonal hypnotists, master hypnotists, and life between lives hypnotists and trainers through NATH. She's also the mother of 3 and a proud grandmother of 8 and mama to her white lab, Lucy. And now I would like to introduce and present to you Linda Thunberg.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today, our virtual conference. Here we are, together anyway. So let's just take a breath now. Everybody just close their eyes for a second and just breathe. Breathe in and ground yourself to Mother Earth. Open yourself to the divine. Balancing yourself as a spiritual being on this physical plane and being here now. Send out energy from your heart to everyone else's heart in your home, in your community, in your city and neighborhoods. Just envision this light going through our country now with love and peace. And see this light spreading out and encompassing the world. See it happening. See the whole world enveloped in golden white light. And take another deep breath. And exhale. And come back to the here and now. Feeling good, feeling grounded, feeling present, feeling connected. I hope you're staying positive and well during these times. What a year it's been, huh? Since last November. Who knew our world would be affected both personally, interpersonally, and globally by a pandemic in 2020? It's touched all of us in some ways. It's affected all ages, all races, all genders, body, mind, and spirit. Who knew last year when I decided on the theme of raising consciousness together, that it would be so important and so needed at this time? We've heard from our board members about what consciousness means to them as mentors and teachers and transpersonal hypnotherapists. The question becomes, how do we handle it as individuals? As transpersonal hypnotherapists, how do we raise consciousness together? I believe that this time, if we choose it, and we've had a lot of time to choose it, is a time of introspection, a time of going within to discover who we really are, what our beliefs are, what our judgments are of ourselves and of others, what our purpose is perhaps as transpersonal hypnotists, reevaluation, and then emerging stronger. I heard Lee Carroll, for those of you who know him. He's a channel of spirit, channels entity called Cryon. But I saw him at a conference a few years ago, some years ago actually, and he said something that stuck with me all these years. Not verbatim, I'm sure, but he said something like, The collective consciousness is like a beehive. We each have our own cell that we need to take care of, need to tend to, because it affects every other cell in the hive. And that's the collective consciousness. I know that the condition of our world, our cell in the hive, can have a good effect on all the other cells, all other people in the world and beyond, positively or negatively. Together, these cells create the collective consciousness, the collective all. Our vibration is affected by our thoughts, words, and energy. Our vibration is connected to everyone and everything through our subtle bodies, whether we acknowledge it or not. Every thought we have, every word we speak affects the collective consciousness of the all in some way. I don't know about you, I'm sure you are experiencing this too, but more and more clients lately especially are coming to me saying that they sometimes wake up feeling good, they're feeling positive, they do their meditations, and then during the day they lose their energy for no reason. They become sad, depressed, or anxious for no reason, without realizing what's happening in the world, not even watching TV or anything else. They're reacting, they're being affected by the collective consciousness. You can feel it, it's almost palatable in the air. With the energy that's out there, especially for empaths, which I know a lot of you are, this has been a very trying time. So we really have to be careful about raising our own energy, keeping grounded, and staying positive. But how do we raise consciousness together? We need to check our own energy daily, if not several times a day. We need to meditate more than ever to really be who we are. Really find out, like I said, what our beliefs are, what our judgments are, so that we can examine them and decide if we want to change that. It's a time to evolve stronger, shining brighter, and vibrating in a higher state of consciousness. With all that's going on, the following quote from Nikola Tesla is so perfect for what is before us right now. He said, most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what they're passing on within themselves. It's true. We're so worried about what's going on out there and who said what and what's going on that we're not realizing what we're putting out there and how we're affecting us as well. So I believe that this is a time to really check our own energy, balance ourselves, raise our energy before seeing clients or interacting with the world. Do whatever you need to do, meditate, prayer, go take a walk in the nature. There's been so many more people. I don't know about your neighborhood, but my neighborhood, since this pandemic, my neighborhood, I never knew there were so many people in it, walking and biking and actually enjoying nature. But go out and take a walk, go into nature, do what you need to do so that we can have a positive effect on our families, our children, our neighbors, our cities, and the world. Do that little exercise that we did in the beginning, just for moments a day. It's not a time to judge or criticize others. It's a time to check our reactions and what we're putting out there on social media or in our world, in our families, in our homes, in our thoughts and actions. If we're truly the spiritual beings in physical bodies as we teach, then this is time to really be who we are, knowing and following the principles of thoughts, actions, and manifestations, so that we can in turn teach each of our clients or our children, assist our clients in raising their vibration. We truly can and are having an impact on the world with every client we see, every person we see, whether that's virtually or in person. And it starts with ourselves. Knowing this, a friend of mine recently shared the following with me, explaining how he felt that it was so important for us to know now. To raise our consciousness and the consciousness of the world, we must first, as we say, raise our vibration. Each individual vibration, I almost look at it like guitar strings, and tuning it, each one. And we must embrace the light within and let it shine. Don't make it complicated. Actually, it's quite simple. Everything is light. Just let yours shine. So I ask that each of us now begin consciously holding the light every day, if you're not doing it already, which I know some of you are, probably most of you, for everyone, even if it's just a few minutes a day. And yes, even while sometimes ourselves vacillating between sadness and joy, anxiety and happiness, I call it holding space at the higher rim, non-judgmental, non-discriminatory, holding light and love and praying for all people. As Tesla also said, it's not the love you make, it's the love that you give. We can either face this time in fear or love, in low vibration or higher vibration, in sadness or in hope. I sincerely hope and pretty much know that all of you are choosing love, choosing higher vibration, choosing hope and peace. As Martin Luther King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. The bottom line is everything is vibration, love, light, energy, consciousness. So if you want to change your life, change your consciousness, change the consciousness, you must raise your vibration. Really be the change that you want to see. It starts with you. Let your light shine. We are in the profession as transpersonal hypnotists for a reason. We have a calling to serve our clients, serve our communities, and serve the world with our voices, our vibration, and for us, our spirituality. Our founder, Alan Shipps, had a calling to spread that light of transpersonal hypnotherapy 25 years ago. This is our 25th conference. Think about that. It's a quarter of a century. He had a vision. He helped raise the collective consciousness with that vision. And I'm grateful that NATH is continuing to grow, to build, and to reinvent ways of spreading the light, just like Alan, and just like Alan and Dee did. I know personally, because I've checked this, from Hawaii to New York, Alaska to Florida, NATH has and had members in every state, except for one. I'm not sure how and why we missed North Dakota, but rest assured, we now have our trainer, Madonna Kettler, in South Dakota, so I am sure that I see North Dakota on our horizon very soon. Or if anybody's moving to North Dakota, let me know. But from the USA, across the USA, seriously, from north to south, from east to west, from the USA to Germany, to England, to Germany, to Australia, to Malaysia, we have members who are helping raise the consciousness of the world by helping their clients raise their vibration. And with NATH now certifying 2 accredited universities, the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts for years, and this year bringing on Atlantic University, we're growing faster and stronger. I'm thrilled to see the way you, our members, have used this time too to uplift each other and the world, with books coming into fruition, virtual workshops, presentations to other hypnosis organizations, and continuation of serving clients in creative ways. It's our job to continue to hold the higher vibration of light and hypnosis for ourselves. You can't really do it on yourself, to help students and clients to keep a higher vibration and to keep safe also during this time. I've seen, and I hope you've seen, Ajamu in New York doing his Monday morning meditations on FaceTime or on Facebook. Dennis Lawson and Randy Tate make daily Facebook posts. It's all part of the whole. It's all part of putting your little piece out there to change, to create change. So I see a lot of dedication to your businesses and the world, even now through our changing world. Alan would have been amazed at the number of members we now have and the growing reputation that our organization has. Just to recap from last year's conference, we've implemented an actively engaged working advisory board with real productive monthly meetings and involvement. This has been so valuable to me as your president, and I hope to you, our members. NATH has grown about 11% this year, a phenomenal number considering the pandemic of 2020. Transpersonal hypnotherapy is widely finding its way into the world. It's our niche. This year, we focused on the members page and benefits for you, including and then we've included revising the course manuals. Last year, Celie and Madonna and I revised the Life Between Lives course. This year, Randy and I have really revised the CHT and MHT courses, the manuals and PowerPoints, and I've added some new trainers. And if you'd like to refresh your skills, you're kindly invited to retake any course. Members can do so at just a small charge. We've been training in small groups, even through the summer, in person and virtually. We've instilled a new vice president, as you know, Randy Tate, and Alicia Clifford has moved into the clinical advisor position. So we've done a lot this year. There's been a lot going on, even though there hasn't been a lot going on, right? It's time to go within and do things differently. Raising consciousness starts with a vision, our vision for ourselves and our businesses. I had a vision since day one after taking over NATH, and those who were close to me heard, my vision is to get our foot back in the door of ARE. That's my vision. And that was almost 4 years ago. And I just held that vision and went on with my life, on with business. And this past summer, I received 3 emails. One from a student at Atlantic University asking how to become a member of NATH. A day later, I received another email from one of the faculty members wanting to talk to me about partnering with NATH. Then I received a third email from a coordinator at AU wanting to discuss possibilities of partnering with NATH. 3 emails out of the blue in 3 days. It was awesome. I'm like, where'd that come from? Well, it came from that little intention that I put out there and held without even consciously holding it every day. It was already there. Manifestation knows no time frame. We've partnered with Atlantic University in Virginia Beach, which is, of course, ARE's sister company, to add NATH's requirements into their integrated imagery program, regression hypnosis graduate certificate, or towards their Master of Arts in Transpersonal Psychology program. Our member and hypnotist, Nikki Golden, is now an instructor for AU, and I've been mentoring the AU instructors and admin personnel to revise and integrate our requirements into their syllabus and into their program. They'll be teaching the CHT, the MHT, and the LBLT in all of their programs. I had great fun with Wendy Walters and Nikki Golden, who are the instructors, in the virtual residential portion of their program. Soon, 28 more students will become NATH members. And then when one intention comes to fruition, guess what? It leaves room for more intentions, more ideas, more confidence that we can manifest anything. So my intention and vision for the future is to get NATH into more holistic accredited universities, like the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts and Atlantic University, and to concentrate on improving our training, both virtually and in person, to spread the knowledge of transpersonal hypnotherapy and the light of our profession even further into the world. We are also intending and have a certification retreat scheduled for Northern Virginia next March 11th through the 14th, if you want to write it down. It'll be limited to small groups, staying within state guidelines for safety. I know we've missed the certification courses this year with our conference, but stay tuned to nath.world and your emails for more information on this very shortly. It's going to be a real fun retreat with labyrinths, fire pits, and sanctuaries in nature, and allowing you to take your 1 and 2 day certification courses. So I'll ask you to hold that vision to allow us to meet in person in small groups in just a few months and do so safely and easily. We also have many volunteer opportunities coming up. It's how we raise the cell of NATH and affect the world, like heading up NATH chapters, regional conferences that we're planning, helping with online course setup, conference committees for next year, and international outreach. Those are just a few of the things that I'm hoping that we can do. And this is how your vibration can help our cell of NATH raise the consciousness and help change the world. Lastly, but most importantly, I think I'm honored and grateful to be at the head of this organization. And I'm thrilled to know that each of you are doing your part to raise the consciousness together. So thank you. And as we always do in our conferences, we said that there was going to be an early bird winner for those of you who got your registration in early. And we actually have it right here. And so Debbie Turner, a member of our back office team of NATH, will pick it because I didn't want to pick it. And here she is, coming from room 2, of course. Okay. And this person will receive a free 1-year NATH membership renewal. And we have, drum roll please, Beth Yates. Beth Yates will be the winner of a 1-year NATH renewal because she got her registration in very early with the other 20 people. So congratulations to Beth. And just pretend now that we're in the ballroom and we're going to have awards, okay? Everybody see that. I'd like to present awards to a few people who have really excelled in raising the consciousness with their involvement with NATH. I wish I could present these in person, as it's always nice to acknowledge, hug, and award people in person right there. But we're doing the best we can. So we chose only to give out 3 awards this year. The first is for our Trainer of the Year award. This was not easy after going through all the states and realizing who trained people in what areas, actually all of the world. We have so many good trainers, from Linda Bennett at Sweet High in Arizona to Wendy Walters at AU in Virginia Beach to Madonna Kettler now in South Dakota. I was amazed to see so many past and present members in Minnesota, New Mexico, and Texas from Madonna. We have Ajamu in New York and Sarah Jeannie in Virginia, traveling to Malaysia to train, and so many others, so thank you. But this person that I'm going to give this award to came on the NATH scene as a student in 2011 and told Dee, I want to work at a wellness center with my wife. Yes, she wrote really good notes in your files. I know a lot about all of you. He has since taken the MHT, LBLT, and CHT trainers program. We had lunch one day, years ago actually, and he saw in me what I didn't see at the time. He saw me taking NATH into the future. Us, him and I, taking NATH into the future, and I'm like, really? I'm just doing my own thing here. A few years later, when I became the owner and president of NATH, he of course reminded me of that lunch. Imagine that, we have intuitive people among us. Anyway, it's happening. He's really helped me, and more so NATH, by helping to revise and update our manuals and PowerPoints, including more timely and known hypnotherapist books. He actually did a whole NATH recommended book list as well, and details into our programs. We've expanded our training to be 140 hours for the CHT and our MHT to be 170 hours. We're getting up to the standards of all the other hypnosis organizations, which is so important for all of us right now. This person is both clinical and transpersonal, very interested in the scientific side of hypnosis and brain waves, sound waves, and the transpersonal side of regressions. He'll be becoming a trainer of the MHT program next week because he's enrolled to help me teach in Virginia Beach, small group and via Zoom. Yes, we've had in-person and Zoom together. It's quite interesting, but it works. It's really fun. He has taken the time to extract details, graphs, and images that are important for our students to learn so that they're comfortable going out into the world and serving clients. He's also taken the time to listen to all the audio and videos of our students' sessions, our post-class sessions, and evaluated all of their sessions with me. And he's also personally let each student know that he's available by phone or email if they have any questions about anything ever. And believe me, if he doesn't know the answer, he'll find it. He's helping me to revise the website this winter and update the descriptions of our courses and expand our training into more states, both in person and virtually. The advisory board unanimously nominated him as our new vice president. And if you haven't guessed yet, Randall Tate, Randy as we know him, is our trainer of the year. Randy, would you like to say a few words?
Well, Linda, thanks. I didn't see this one coming, but I really appreciate it. And hopefully all of you all get to know me more this year as your vice president. And what she said is true. If you got any questions at all, just reach out to me. And if I don't know, I will find out for you. And there's one other little goal that I probably haven't shared with Linda too much is would like to be able to expand our outreach globally. And so we'll be looking at that over the next couple of years, how we can do that. And so if you have any suggestions, feel free to send to me. Linda, NATH, thank you very much for this award, and I'll turn it back over to you.
And here you are, Randy. This will be coming to you in the mail.
Virtual hug.
Virtual hugs. And the next award goes to a supportive admin tech office person. Believe me, I found out it takes a village to support me and NATH, our students and our members. And what I can't do this alone. I try to do a lot alone. I can't do this whole thing alone and run my other companies too. And I'm so happy to have a team that I can count on when it's needed. Stephanie, as you know, is my daughter-in-law, our marketing director, who many of you have conversed with or emailed, and she helps so immensely with this conference and virtually every event that NATH, no pun intended, has had in the last couple of years. Randy, Alicia, the board, and this person. I'm not sure what to even call her. She's, wow, there's the emotions. She's usually behind the scenes, either helping me with the NATH database, helping me with financials, or organizing files, dog sitting for my lab Lucy, or collaborating with me to do things easier and faster, or telling me to ground this week. She has been behind the desk at the NATH conference, knowing what each of you paid and who owes who what. She's the only one that I trust with helping me with the finances and database of NATH. She's attended our small in-person courses this year with us to monitor Zoom students and help with the technical support, and is your room 2 monitor today. Debbie Turner has been a part of the NATH team almost since I took it over, and hopefully for a long time to come. Office assistant didn't seem to fit for her award, so I'm just calling it VIP of the year. Debbie Turner. Debbie, would you like to say a few words? This was really hard, I must add, as we've been practicing my keynote and Zoom meetings all week long. I couldn't tell Debbie, wait, I'm giving you an award. So it was pretty interesting, but I hope she was surprised. Debbie?
Thank you. You must have been writing it last night because I almost literally heard those words in my head. Maybe you were practicing it. But thank you very much. It's been so much fun working with everybody, learning as I go. It's been very great working with Randy and Linda in the classes and meeting the students as they're coming in. And just don't know what else to say right now. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Thank you. And finally, we have a Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is given to members who have been and are a great example of a transpersonal hypnotist. And this year, one who has raised the collective consciousness through her work and through her light. This person has been at most every NATH conference since she was certified in 1998. That's right, 1998, by Alan. She worked for Positive Changes in Virginia for 20+ years, helping adults create positive physical, mental, and spiritual changes in their lives through transpersonal hypnotherapy and playing classical music in the background while they were in sessions. It amazed me. It's really true. It totally amazed me upon researching her, who she's been and what she's done. What I learned and what I know is that you don't have to be very boastful or loud in raising vibration, raising consciousness, one cell, one person at a time. She was actually just featured in June of this year on the Dr. Madeline Frank radio show and blog. It features the life and work of this woman, an American writer, educator, certified master transpersonal hypnotherapist, and musician. This woman was an educator of elementary and high school students, and long before it was popular, used art, music, and drama to teach reading to students in a different way. She's a poet and a writer of several books, receiving the Gold Poetry Award from the World Poetry in 1987. And I found out that her Brush with the Famous book is hot off the presses right now. We spoke about that book last year at the conference. It literally is about all the famous people she's met in her life. The Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Barbara Drucker Smith, the little lady with the white hair that's always around at the conferences, who has truly been an example of helping others and spreading the light, of raising the collective consciousness, one person, one cell at a time. I wish I could hug you, Barbara, and allow time for the rest of your lifelong story. It's fascinating. Barbara, would you like to say a few words?
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, it's such an amazing surprise and such a deep honor. I am just so thankful, and thank you all. And thank you, Linda, for moving forth with all the things that you have been heading up. And all of you, I'm just so happy and so grateful. Thank you so much.
And I'll
You're
hug her.
welcome, Doctor. Thank you. Thank you for your service to everything you've done. Thank you for giving us our keynote speaker last year.
Oh, yes.
Here's a little story for you guys. So the year before last, it was Monday, and this gentleman came into the NATH room and he said, I'd like to register for the conference. And I said, well, it's pretty much done. It was over the weekend. And he says, yes, I know. Barbara Smith told me all about it. I didn't think NATH was around anymore. And he was so excited. And Neil Helm became our keynote speaker last year because of Barbara Smith. So thank you for that as well.
Of course.
You've done amazing things, so thank you. And you'll be getting your award too. Give me a few weeks, but we'll get it to you in the mail. And so now, instead of dancing like we would normally do after awards, it's time to dance with our presenters. As you know, there are 2 rooms and 8 presentations today. So you need to use your live PDF and click on the class that you want, like Alicia said. Please remember to stay muted. We love your families and we love your pets, but it's the presenters' times. They've worked hard to do this for you guys. We will be recording, so it's really important to be able to hear the presenters. We will have a question and answer like Alicia said, within the 15 minutes of the 2-hour class at the ending. And it is your time to take a break, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do, get on your other, get back on your PDF so that you can look at the next presentation. Lunch will be from 1 to 2 today. We will be off of the meeting and you guys can go whatever in your homes and grab a quick lunch. And there'll be a break also from 6 to 6:30. And then we're gonna have a virtual networking session. Just imagine being in our NATH room with having your glass of wine or your beverage and your hors d'oeuvres that Marianne Hood graciously helps me with, and just networking and talking to people. So that will be from 6:30 to 8 tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful day, learning and earning your CEUs, networking with our presenters, and being with our NATH family again. Even if we can't be together in person, touching each other and hugging each other, we can still be together. We can still be here and be in each other's energy. So have a great day. You've got about 15 minutes before your presentations. I thought it would be good to have a break and you can go get another cup of coffee, get settled in for our presenters. Have a great day, everyone.